on, family? Told you all we were going to be doing some chronicles and going to be going live with you all. And I think I found it because I like to frequent places, and I worked out this morning, and now I'm in one of my favorite restaurants here. This is the Island Grill Wings. Everything is grilled and air fried, baked, no fried, no deep fried, nothing. So it's pretty cool. And just set you all up right there. I got a quesadilla, chicken quesadilla. And yeah, we do this. So anyway, tokenization, man. Let's have a little lunch. So I want to call these lunch break, you know, lunch conversations with Dr. Mike or something like that. You know, we'll do something like that. But y'all get you something. You know, it's very informal. I got other videos for that, but I thought about what happens if we just get together and have some lunch, man. And you know, just talk about this thing about tokenization. Now, I want you all to understand something. I'm gonna talk my mouth full, but how we gonna have lunch and not eat? Anyway, when you talk about tokenization and what that looks like, it's very important that we really settle down and understand it from an educational standpoint, okay? And what really does that mean? So let's just say, for example, you have a something of value. It could be a painting, high price painting. It could be some diamonds. It could be some gold. It could be a nice watch or whatever. And you have that. That's in your possession, okay? You can actually tokenize that, which means connect it to a crypto coin that we call a token. And then you can begin to offer fractional shares, which is fractional ownership in that asset, okay? It could be a house, it could be oil. And we got all them deals. Welcome to the chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide our community. Yeah, y'all can put some comments down there too if you want. So if you got something of value, right? And you want to, say, raise income, raise some capital, you can then tokenize it and still hold on to the asset. Now, why is that so important? Obviously, you all see the videos, y'all see what we're doing. I chose and made a conscious decision to go all in with this particular company called Bellator. And Bellator is connected to the parent company called Metaterra. And up under that umbrella of Metaterra, we have several products. I'm not going to go into showing and sharing everything. But what I want you to understand is one of the reasons why I said yes to this project is because of tokenization. They have a company that helps organizations tokenize. And so we've been in it, we were studying it, we were getting educated about it. And that's kind of why I'm doing this lunch break with you all, okay? So hopefully y'all got some lunch. You okay? I got me chicken quesadilla here. Get y'all lunch on now. Now, because of what they were doing in the tokenized world, which I understand because remember, I started off as a trader around 12 years ago now. And I started trading Forex. I knew I wanted to get involved in, I'm just giving you all the backstory now. I knew I wanted to get involved in trading, penny stocks, options, but I was having a hard time understanding the stock market, the ticker symbols, and just reading the charts back then. So I got involved with Forex, and I got good at it. When I say I got good at it, I got so good that I used a portion of my rent money. I got into this particular company, I ain't gonna call no names, and I told them I'll be going live in 3 days. They wanted us to take about 3 to 4 weeks, learn the system, learn this stuff. I said, no, give me 3 days. I got something to prove. And I did. I had to replace that rent money that I used. And so I stayed up literally, y'all, around the clock. I didn't do nothing but just study for like 3 days straight. I used my dummy account and whatnot, made a few trades, and the next thing you know, I took $100 and turned it into $1,000 within the next few days, and took that, turned it into 5, paid my rent, did everything I needed to do. Hey, I see y'all coming in. Thank y'all. And then what happened was I started.
Your wings and your fries should be up shortly, okay?
Thank you.
How was the quesadilla?
Oh, it's amazing.
It was good?
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. And so, guys, I ended up, they asked me to start training some of the other people on the team. And so when I did that, I actually positioned myself, and that's how I made my first 6 figures in a network marketing company. The product was good, the education was good, and I can teach and train some of everybody. Thank y'all. Thank you for the sub. I see y'all coming in. And so I understood when it came to tokenization. I understood when it came to cryptocurrency. I understood, Forex market, foreign exchange. So when I got hooked up with this company, and this is years later, because y'all know I do my coaching, but I take that very seriously in helping people with their mindset, helping people, strategize and map out a way to create a life of financial freedom. I need y'all to see these wings, man. These are air fried, right, or baked?
They're all baked.
All baked. Yes. Do y'all see this? Let me just show y'all something. I'm giving y'all free publicity on here now. Let me tell y'all something. We don't do no frying food right now, but those are baked. Phenomenal. Anyway, guys. So what happened? When we was making all this money, you so can go to Island Grill Wings. We in Jacksonville. I'm one of the first ones here. They fired. So anyway, guys, this is what happened. We was making all that money, but one of the problems that we still had was how to convert that crypto into fiat. Now, we eventually found crypto wallets. We got into some other plays that y'all know about too, some that didn't stick around, because you can't promise nobody that they can put $1,000 in, that $1,000 turn into 6-7 figures in 90 days. It's not enough money on the planet, because as soon as that happens, in 90 days, they're going to be moving and going on. That's what we call them rug pulls. But when I got with this one, they had a couple of products that was very impressive. So, okay, take a look. The most important one was they built a system called Miracle Pay. And Hakan Toran, the brainchild, what he did was he created a system whereas when I get ready to pay for this, I can use a debit card or I can use a crypto card and it'll pay for it. And it'll convert the money from crypto to fiat to go to their bank. That's solving the problem. And now, how do I benefit from that? I get paid residual income because I own a node. Tokenization. I own a fractional share. So every time someone swipe and insert, it go up to the cloud, the nodes verify that transaction, and then it disperses the transaction to everyone in the company who owns that node. So we got something else called a Project X node that's connected to the real world assets. And here's where tokenization really take off. We have a hotel deal, Legato, with Legato company out in, with Eddie Legato, I think his name is, or Eddie Rondo. Forgive me, I'll make sure I had that information. But it's in Beverly Hills, California, I think. No, it's in Newport Beach. And so here's what I want you to understand. Because of tokenization, we got an oil deal, a Nigerian oil deal, and these are $5.2 billion deals, $8 billion. I can say that because I'm not a finance advisor, but I can tell you that because it's already documented, written. We are OTC, NASDAQ regulated, okay? So this is real. It's not going anywhere. The company has been doing this for 9 years, and that's why I came out of retirement to do it. But once again, when it comes to tokenization, many people don't even know about it because you used to have to be either an accredited investor or a sophisticated investor to even hear about deals like this, guys. Why? Because they have a thing called the private market. So before an IPO, before a company goes public, they have an independent private offering. And hey, y'all, let's stay calm. Don't be calling names now. That's not nice. That's rude. But here's the thing. You used to have to be a sophisticated investor or accredited investor, which means you got to have a certain amount of liquid of things that you can prove that you have. And if you didn't, you couldn't get involved in those things because many people was leveraging funds that they didn't have to make these type of trades and make these type of deals. And when it didn't go right, they couldn't pony up the pay. So now watch this. You used to have to be that, which means a lot of people, before you even hear about it, before you get that ticker symbol on whatever brokerage account you're using, the real people done made their money already. Now I'm gonna pause for the call and take me another bite of this chicken, so y'all hold on. Yeah. We're just having lunch, y'all. Just want y'all to have some lunch with me. So anyway, but now, because of this company, we get first movers advantage. Absolutely phenomenal. First movers advantage? Yeah. That means we were involved and were given opportunities to invest before it hit the markets. So those of you who are in the community who follow, I want you all to know that I was prompted to create, I was encouraged to create a membership site, a membership for this site. I'm doing this one live, but in a little while, I'm going to start doing these things private because I'm going to be sharing pertinent information. I'm going to be sharing investment opportunities that haven't hit the market yet. You see? And you will have a position. So that means somebody in Brooklyn, New York, somebody in Detroit, somebody all the way in Nigeria, in Belize can have an opportunity to get involved in these type of investment with fractional shares. So you don't even have to buy the whole share anymore, y'all. That's the power of tokenization. And so hopefully you all understand now that it's a serious thing. And there's people out here already making comma checks, 4, 5, 6. Okay, it's real. It's real. So I encourage you all, if y'all rocking with your boy, we're gonna take this thing to the next level, and that means we're gonna start that community of wealth builders and wealth engineers is what our team is called, wealth engineers. And I'm gonna start doing some videos and sharing like this in the membership area. So you think about that when you talking about being able to get involved in billion-dollar deals where you have access. How would that change your life? Something that's stable, that you can go do research on your own and actually see it. See, I knew it was going down when Wall Street got involved because once again, Wall Street is highly regulated, heavily regulated, but at the end of the day, they know what they're doing. See, let me tell you something. See, a lot of people, when you are investing and y'all do your research, what you tend to do is you go Google, you go chat, and you get a little information. And first thing gonna come up is all the negative things first, because some of them people get paid to be negative, okay? And it's okay. I'm a positive guy, I tend not to go that route. But then Wall Street, they have the necessary means to vet the companies, which means they understand SEC regulations. They understand regulations just like this Clarity Act and the Genius Act and stuff that's going on. They understand it. So when they're building a company, they do the things the right way up front. And that's why a lot of them companies were rug pulls because they weren't regulated. And by the time they went to go get regulated, they had missed the window because there's certain things you got to do succinct step by step. Now I'm talking real business here, good people. You know, you can't sidestep when you have certain things. And I learned that when we got into flipping houses. I never forget, I got with a good friend down in Atlanta. We developed a group, like a trust, and we went in as investors and we would start flipping houses. But the thing is, you couldn't put in, say, 20 grand and then in 3 weeks when you got a problem, come back and get that money out. Because in housing, when you want to build a house, you got to build it in phases because the inspectors got to come out, inspect the work, then sign off on it. Then you get the draw, which is the next phase from the money from the bank. Then you can pay everybody. Then you can move to the next phase. So you got to lay a foundation, make sure that thing is good, no cracks. Then you got to do the framing. Then you got to come in with the plumbers and the electricians and all that stuff. On each stage has to be inspected to make sure they're not, that they measure up and they apply to the codes, because you got to meet them code regulators, y'all. So anyway, the same thing happens when you're building a business. And since we have regulations now in the crypto space, then they took the time. The company I'm with took the time to deal with the regulations up front. They didn't cut any corners. They weren't trying to hurry up, get the market. So what you're seeing now And what you hear me talking about now, they've been doing it for 9, 10 years. You see? So with that being said, you all, this is what that is. So 2 things I'm about to get off here and finish my lunch. I just want to come on here and share with you all what we're doing and what I'm thinking about doing. Thank you all who support the community. I appreciate that. And don't forget, go up there and check out the membership area. Now, I'm also, once again, this is in the beginning stages, so I'm learning as I go with this. So, but I know the information is going to be good. Y'all know I give quality conference grade information because I study a lot. But I'm looking forward to meeting you all. We can do privates like this. You can ask questions like this in the back. Somebody say, "Can I have a bite of them wings?" Yeah, yeah. You see, and we're going to roll forward with that. So thank you all once again. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I appreciate that. I think you all can give some stars or something like that. We're gonna get it together. I'm gonna learn it, y'all. But right now, I just wanted you all to hear my heart, and just wanted you all to make sure that you stay connected. Because at the end of the day, it's good. So somebody say, what I'm doing, man, I'm actually here, sitting here having lunch, some healthy lunch. And, you know, I'm considering doing a membership. Well, I'm doing a membership. And I was just talking about tokenizations and how powerful tokenization is. You can go back and look at the replay. But I'm going to tell you all right now, we are in the midst of a change. And if you don't know how to do it, and you kind of afraid, just like with the AI boom and all that. Some catch up too, please.
So sorry for that.
I know you forgot about me.
No, they're taking forever.
I know, right?
Perfect. But you got fresh fries. How's everything else going right now?
Amazing, phenomenal.
Good?
Yes,
Do you need
ma'am.
anything else?
Not right now.
No, awesome. Enjoy.
Thank you. Okay, so that's what it is, y'all. So join the membership, and I'm going to be doing this. Keep doing great things, God. Appreciate it. Join the membership, you all, because I'm going to be sharing some of these things and giving you opportunities to see in real time what we're doing. And we're going to be able to have questions. I'm going to be answering questions about stuff that's going on that you can't get, because I'm going to tell you, we blessed. As you all go up and look at the videos, I was blessed to have the CEO come on some of our training calls, Mr. Michael Thierd. That's major if you don't know. And so we got a lot of things coming that I can't say yet. But guess what? When they do come out, my membership community, y'all will be the first to know. And that's where you get to ask questions. So imagine me doing this in the membership, and you get to ask questions, and I get to answer them. Yeah, because some things isn't for everybody. We understand that. This isn't for everybody. But for those who got eyes to see and ears to hear, y'all check out the membership. I got some videos over there that I was just practicing back there, and I'm going to be putting more content back there, all right? So don't forget to hit subscribe to the channel, you all. Do what it do, share so we can get the algorithm up. And we'll see the frequency of how we're going to do this lunch piece. But I think this is going to be a good time, because I know it can be recorded. You all can see it later. So that being said, guys, if you're interested in doing anything, you know, leave me a comment. I'll put some links down in the chat so you can get some of these things and position you and your family, because it's legacy. All right? Until next time, this is Doc Favors. Keep your mind right, and we'll see you soon.